This is gonna be quite the video. If you can't tell, just because they're all still in bags, there's a lot of Gaynors here. And a lot of these are the ones I talked about in the last video. I think I'm only missing 2 pairs too, just because they're super beat up and they're the same size as some of these. So, gosh, I don't even know where to start with these. Gaynor has a lot of different options of modifications that you can do to the shoes. So many. And that's part of why I have so many, because I tried them for so long and tried different ones, and I wanted them to work so bad just because they last longer and they look nice on people that wear them. And I'm like, ooh. And then, like I said in my other video, like, most of the people at my studio wear Gaynors, so it's kind of not like I feel like I don't fit in if I don't wear them, but like I like the uniform look of that. Not that everybody does, but anyway, my very first pair, this pair, I got when I lived in North Carolina when I restarted ballet like 6 years ago. So yeah, I've had a lot of Gaynors since then because I really wanted them to work. And they're not all brand new. Like I bought some, well, they're new, but like a lot of them I bought off eBay, so they weren't as expensive. The drawstring came out of these, so then they weren't as good. They're very wide. So these are gosh, this is the old number because this is how old these are. 7.5 narrow, 4 box, classic high Vamp high heel. They worked, but they look very boxy on me, which is funny because these are actually, this size, my original size, is actually what I'm back in now as my like preferred pair. I'll explain all that in a minute. So let me put those away. Then I got custom fit by their online fitting and got the worst shoes I've ever gotten. I think it was just a poor like outlining my feet and things. These are like the most narrow shoes. I do have very tapered, narrow feet. I can't dance in this sleek fit 3 box that they fit me in. It's so tiny. So yeah, I've never been able to wear those ever. That was a joke. After that I don't even know what order the rest of these go in. I think I tried these 2 next. So this is, I went back to the 4s. I was like 3s don't work. So this was, one of these is sculpted, one of these is sleek, isn't it? No? They're both sleek? Okay. Oh, same shoe. Wow. Hold up. Okay. These are the sleek fit in a 4. So these are a 7.5 sleek fit, narrow, 4 box, still deep Vamp low heel. Or no. Yeah, deep Vamp low heel. So these just didn't really work either. I ended up pancaking them. They worked okay, but they were not my favorite. The sleek fit just still didn't look good on me, and I couldn't wear these well. More than anything, I kept having issues with like bruised toenails, and it was always my big toenail was the biggest problem. I think it was this pair that I finally bought box liners and tried those. So this is the sculpted. These are a 7.5 narrow 4. These are the blue bags, so those were all the pink bag, those were all the Supple. These are the Featherflex low Vamp high heel. These weren't terrible, and I bought them in the cappuccino because this was when they came out with those, and I just loved that they made more skin tone-ish looking ones. These weren't terrible, but they still just didn't fit me right, and I couldn't really roll through them. Maybe I didn't break them in enough, I don't know. But these just never fit quite right, and I think this is when I first bought the box liners to try in them, and it was okay. I don't even know. I think the next ones I tried was when I went to, there was a girl who I've actually met now who used to dance at Cincinnati Ballet, and she was selling a bunch of hers on eBay for all fairly cheap, like $50 a pair I think or something. And so I bought like I think 6 pairs off her over the span of 1.5 years or 2 years because I loved them. Those are the ones that I've actually killed that are, I'm saying I have a couple other pairs that I didn't show you here because I actually like wore those down, like the boxes showing through them and everything. At one point those shoes worked for me. My feet have changed since. So these are a 7.5 classic medium 3 box Featherflex, the blue, low Vamp low heel. This is a brand new pair that I haven't sewn yet because my feet freaking changed. Like, I can barely fit in a 7.5 now, especially in a 3 box. Like, it hurts. It's so tight. So the thought of even trying to put elastics on these, I don't know how that's going to go. Because these aren't like my Supples where I can cut that little inner layer to make them fit better if they're too tight. And the funny thing is, like, and this is a pair that I was wearing too. So these are not really beat up, but that's those. I loved them. I could balance in them. I could turn in them. I can't now in these, like, I don't even know. These are also that same size, the red ones. I just really wanted to show you guys I bought the red ones. I know I showed you before, but same size. This was back when I could wear that size. My feet have like, I don't know if they've like flattened out and lengthened out, but they're slightly like, I need a slightly longer shoe now than I used to need, and it's very frustrating because they're still narrow. Let's see here. I know what these are. Okay. Let me get them together here. This pair I loved. This pair I killed. I can't wear these anymore. They have no, like they're so stretched out and they're so worn down. I loved this pair. These are a 3-box. I know my shoes don't ever look as dead as they are, just I think because my studios just aren't dirty. I don't know. These are a classic 8 medium 3-box supple pink low vamp high heel. And you probably are asking me if I love these so much, why didn't I just stick with these? And it's because I still felt like the 3s were a little hard to balance on. These made my feet look amazing. So many of my best like ballet pictures, I'm wearing these shoes. This exact pair. But they just like the 3s were the problem. So, okay, these go together. Hang on. So these, then, I don't know why, I just really wanted to try the Pianissimo shank because I was like, okay, I need a softer shank. And I did like these. These are actually pretty, there's an extra little toe thing in there. These are pretty beat up. These are also an 8, but then I also felt like I was sinking in the 8s, which is annoying because I said the 7.5s were too tight. Like I said, I only just learned from watching one of Robbie Downey Ballet Freak's videos. I think it's called My Dance TV on her YouTube. You can order quarter sizes in Gaynor. So all this time I could have been ordering a 7.75 instead of like having to work between a 7.5 and an 8. Didn't know that. I don't know that I'm going to order another pair now though, or ever order a custom pair again, because I kind of found some that work well enough when I need them. So these were sleek fit 8 medium 3-box Pianissimo low vamp low heel. They look very good on me. These are the exact same shoe too. These just also have a actually no, they're not the same. These are sleek and these are classic. These worked. These fit better, but these I got the suede tip put on these, and I hate it. So I'm a little nervous that they're saying now all their ones that are made in Europe are going to start coming with a suede tip as like the standard, because I don't like the suede tip. I felt like I could not move my feet in them. So again, $3, so narrow, I can't really balance. These two were more of just an experiment. I got them off, actually I got this one at the dance store, because these actually fit me really well in the dance store. They fit amazing. These were, and then I took them home and sewed them and realized I can't stay over the box on them and I can't use them once they're sewn, so never wore them again. Sleek 8 medium 3 extra flex deep vamp low heels. These are just standard from the dance store. They fit me in them, and when I was there they worked great. My brother made them into an art project which look awesome, so that's why they're all decorated. But that was my experience with the yellow, which I will never go back to ever. And then this was, at that point I was like, I've tried every other one, I just want to try these. I bought these off eBay, very inexpensive, so sleek 8 narrow 4 hard shank deep vamp low heel. So fairly my size actually, other than the fact that the shank is so hard. So I really haven't worn these either, but they're just a very hard shoe. I just wanted to try the other one, and like I said, I got these off eBay, so they weren't very expensive. I just really wanted to see what the difference in the shanks is. So then we'll get back to the ones that are the most current and relevant. That would be, I tried so hard. I was so excited when they came out with the 3.5 box, because I have been asking for that for years, because the 3 box is too tapered, the 4 box I sink in and I get bruised toenails. So I got, I think this was my first pair of them. I tried them in the blue because I really like the blue, the Featherflex. These are a classic 7.5 3 plus narrow Featherflex low vamp high heel. So custom made for me, because the 3.5s are customs. So, and so are the blue and purple. If you order blue and purple, those are custom as well. So I was like, I'm already doing that to get the 3.5, may as well do it all. So I like getting a low vamp on them when I can. These, I cannot get over the box. I don't know what it is. They literally pull me back, and I can't explain it, because I can get over in a blue, in a Featherflex in a 4 box, and I can get over the box in a 3 box. I don't know what the difference is between 3.5. So I have never been able to get them to work. I tried putting stuff in them to make myself, like to prop me up in the shoe more to see if that was part of it. I wore box liners in them, everything. I can't get them to work. So then when I talked to them about it, they said, maybe you need to go up a shank strength, which didn't make sense to me, but I was like, fine, whatever. I've worn Supple before plenty of times. These work better than those ones. So these are the exact same shoe, except these are sleek instead of classic, and these are, actually, I think they are a slightly different size. Let me, hang on. Hold up here. They are. So they did do some different things. So this was classic. These are sleek. This was 7.5. These are 8. This is narrow. These are medium. Both are 3+. Blue shank, pink shank. Both have low vamp. And this one has a high heel. This has a low heel. So there are differences. These worked better, but they still just, I still felt so unstable, and I still keep trying to wear them. I do keep trying to wear both of these because I'm determined to make them work. I have to wear a box liner in them to get them to work, but I'm just frustrated with them. So I know anybody watching this is going to think I'm absolutely ridiculous for the amount of gainers that I've tried and everything. I get that, but at the same time, like, you know what? It is what it is. I'm probably going to turn the comments off on this video because I have a feeling people are going to be really rude on this one. So it's happened in the past. So then this leaves me with the two I actually wear right now. So my older pair is this one. These are getting really beat up. The satin's all coming off the bottom and everything. They probably don't look as bad on camera as they actually are, but they're kind of getting kind of smelly. These are the ones I took to Florida and used for my classes in Florida when it was super humid when I was there with my parents, because I was doing ballet on the balcony and it was very humid. I was not about to take my Supple out there. These are classic 7.5 medium for Supple shank, deep vamp high heel. I got these at the dance store a few years ago. Just went in and tried a pair and was like, yeah, these will work. Put the box liners in. I usually have to put the little crescent moon or something in the bottom to keep my toes from sinking so bad in them. And then they fit fine. And then my other biggest discovery since all of this has been second skin squares. I can't, like, talk good enough about those things. They are amazing. Literally, like, I've tried the Gaynor dots and those don't really work, but the second skin squares are magic. I wear them in most of my Pointe shoes. I can get through classes without realizing, like, yes, I wear the perfect fit toe pads, but they still, my big toes are just super sensitive, and that's always going to be the case. So I put those on in there and literally I'm fine. Completely fine. My toenails aren't like splitting anymore. Knock on wood. But yeah, so these are great and I love these. I do feel like they're a little boxy. So the only difference I think I did when I ordered these, literally I think the only difference, yep, is that these are a narrow box instead of a medium. And these are the same as my very first pair that I told you guys I tried years ago in North Carolina, which is kind of funny. And again, I have to wear the box liners in these to make them work. And then I put little second skin squares on my toes with my toe pads and I'm good to go. They just don't look as nice on my feet. The 4 box does look super boxy on my feet, so it's not as pretty of a line as like the 3, which matches my foot shape better, because I have more tapered feet. The 3s I just don't feel balanced and stable in. So I'm like, you know what? I want to wear something that I feel balanced and stable in, and that's these 4s. And as long as I'm wearing the right padding on my toes and the box liners, I'm not dealing with the bruised, broken toenails anymore. So, wow, that was a lot. So that's Gaynors from me. I think the only one I have left to do is re-go over block, which I have a ton of block shoes, because those were the ones I wore the most growing up too. So yeah, that'll be the next one, but this is Gaynors. And yeah, so you guys know where to find me on Instagram if you have questions, because like I said, I'm probably just going to turn the comments off on a lot of these because I tend to get a lot of people either trying to tell me what shoes to wear who haven't watched the other videos and seen, yes, I have tried all these, or just trying to give me their opinions, or trying to tell me that it's ridiculous that I'm spending my money on Pointe shoes. You know what? Everybody spends their money on something. Everybody has something that's like their thing that they like to spend money on. Mine is Pointe shoes. Just is. So anyway, that's Gaynor Minden's. I do love the shoes. It's just been hard for me to find because I have difficult feet, ones that work for me. So, but these do. So these are my 2 pairs that I wear. I'll probably stick with this one in the future that has the narrow box just because it looks a little better on my feet, but that's what I'm doing. So until next time.